Hi there, Roger Burnley here with another video for you. And again, I'm continuing on my journey, hopefully answering a lot of the questions that you have sent me and giving you some vocal tips that will help you kind of improve your voice, your singing voice. And I'm using some of my clients to help with this whole process. And today I have Elizabeth Grace here with me. How are you?
Hi, I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Great. Okay, so first of all, this is always helpful for people who are listening because I want to get your history. You came to me because, why?
Well,
because you've been doing this for a long time and you never had any singing.
I've never had vocal lessons. I mean, periodically I've been to, vocal coaches, but they always wanted to mold me a certain way or teach me classical to learn the roots and, learn the history. And for me, I've kind of just learned and taught myself. However, along the road, I did create some bad habits where whether it was taking too big of a breath or, sitting back or, just simply not being able to reach the octave or level that I wanted.
So what made you decide to start to work on it now?
Well, I started booking big shows. I had a show with Ziggy Marley about three months ago now, and a huge turnout, a lot of people, and I got a lot of great feedback. And then after that, they were like, okay, well, we have this, and this coming up, and we want you to come and perform. And while yes, I'm ready as an artist to come out and be able to perform, I don't feel like I'm up to par as to my potential. I want to be able to grow more and have that knowledge just so I can be able to get on stage and not have to question myself whether it's for that second or, whatnot.
Perfect. Okay. Elizabeth talked about something that I just want to bring up because I get a lot of this. And this is about really about dealing with confidence and nerves and all of that stuff. But let me explain this. And this is totally my belief about this because I experienced it myself. When my technique was terrible, when I used to do shows and didn't know what was going to come out of my mouth when I opened it, I would also end up the next day after every single show, my voice was completely gone. That's an indication that my technique was so really, really horrible, okay? The other thing that would happen for me a lot, I would be so nervous and I would just sweat. There was perspiration coming. Didn't matter where I was or what I was doing. And that was part of the nerves. Now, this is my belief. Once you start, and this is why I think that technique is so important, and that technique, when I'm talking about that, is just understanding how you're using your voice and how to get the most out of that. Once you master that, you're going to start to see that you're going to feel much more confident to sing in front of anyone, to sing in front of huge venues, no matter what it is, to sing in auditions. I think that's the biggest one that's going on nowadays because so many people want to audition for the competitions, the singing shows that are on TV and all of that. So that's become a really big issue. But your audition is always going to go so much better when you're feeling confident and you know what's going to come out of your mouth. And Elizabeth felt that she wanted to have that because there's so much that's coming up for her. Another thing, just really quickly, what I want to throw in here, I've never met a singer, because I keep hearing this question about, oh, well, they're just a natural born singer. I don't know anyone who is just a natural born singer who still didn't need a little bit of help in fine-tuning what they can do. Some of the people who have come to me, clients over the years, who have come to me who have been great singers and maybe born with it, maybe very natural. But what was happening is that certain habits, as Elizabeth mentioned, were getting in the way and their voices were starting to suffer because of that. So you have to get out of your head that you're just born that way and you just sing well. I've never met someone who is completely that way. And it's really a disservice that a lot of artists have, major artists that you see all the time, who never talk about the fact that they've gotten help with their vocals, that they've had any kind of training, and you never hear it mentioned. So, but trust me, they do. So tell me what's going on for you now, what you would want to work on.
Just being able to hit a note right on point, opposed to taking a step back and taking a breath and then potentially losing it all in one word or a sentence.
Yeah,
you know, I'm always trying to do too much, whether it's recording the whole verse.
Right.
You know, I usually don't punch in and punch out, but being able to just hit the note on that particular note, and I'll have to go what?
Okay.
And just so.
Do you have an example on something in one of your songs or something like that?
Yes, and one of my originals, The Forgotten, it's kind of a higher note. It goes, times are changing.
Okay.
But usually it's, you know, I'm like.
No, that was good. Now what you just did, that was good. Even before we go to the music, okay? I want you to do that again. Just sing that line.
Times are changing.
Great. Now I'm going to give her a little trick, and this is one that you can start to use too, because I receive so many questions about this. I'm always talking about releasing, and that means literally that you kind of stop in your body and you let go. That's really what it is. Time! I'm letting go. I'm never thinking I'm getting ready. And the scooping that you were talking about is like usually, getting ready and starting to push up for. So all I want you to think about is that be very conscious that before you start, you're releasing. Then the other thing that helps with that, this is just a mental thing, you're going to think you're pulling that note down to you rather than going up for it. Okay, so now just sing that.
Times are changing.
Do it again. That was so great. You just nailed it. That was so good. Do it again.
Times are changing.
Great. I also wanted to have Elizabeth here because I said to her, for someone who's never had any training and she had all these questions about it before, she would come. Since she's been coming in, I would give her something and she just like nails it right away. She just gets it so quickly. And sometimes it's a benefit for me when people haven't had a whole lot of other training. But anyway, it's just, I want you to understand that little thing that we just did, when you start applying that to your songs, when you're singing really high notes, just practice stopping, letting go, bringing the note down to you. You will start to develop a different kind of coordination, a different kind of technique that you're using that's going to save your voice over the long haul. So just start with that. I'm going to break these up into little different pieces. I'm going to come back again with Elizabeth and we'll do some other things. But I just want you to just kind of work with that right now. Just that concept on some of your music, and you're going to start to see that you'll start to have a little different result and a little different feeling in your body. So I hope you enjoyed this and got something out of this video. And I will have more for you. But in the meantime, please leave your comments and questions, and if you'd like access to more of my free videos, be sure and check the link below, and I will see you soon.